UN agencies, the World Food Programme, UNICEF and the Food and Agricultural Organization warn that time is running out and that Gaza is on the brink of a full-scale famine. The UN World Food Programme says only about half of the aid it has requested to enter Gaza is reaching the territory. This after Israel eased restrictions on entry over the weekend.
So what we've been asking for is to have 100 trucks every day into Gaza, coming from Keren Shalom or coming from Zikim in the north. These trucks have to be every day, predictable. We need to have more roads to be able to get into Gaza. It shouldn't be one single road. People are waiting for us, massive crowd of population.
U.S. President Donald Trump said that Washington will partner with Israel to run new food centers in Gaza to address the worsening humanitarian crisis in the region. Trump told reporters aboard Air Force One as he returned from a trip to Scotland that Israel would preside over the new food centers to make sure the distribution is proper.
Who is going to be running those food centers for you, and what kind of oversight?
Well, we're going to be dealing with Israel, and we think they can do a good job of it. And they want to do it.
Of monitoring the food centers?
No, they want to do it. The food centers, yeah. They want to preside over the food centers to make sure the distribution is proper.
Trump also said both him and First Lady Melania Trump have been deeply affected by the images of famine and starvation coming out of Gaza.
Have you discussed the crisis in Gaza and the terrifying...
I have, and she thinks it's terrible, and she sees the same pictures that you see, and that we all see, and I think everybody, unless they're pretty cold-hearted or worse than that, nuts. There's nothing you can say other than it's terrible when you see the kids.
Meanwhile, a group of 31 high-profile Israeli public figures, including academics, artists and intellectuals, have called for the international community to impose crippling sanctions on Israel due to its actions in Gaza. The signatories accuse Israel of starving the people of Gaza to death and contemplating the forced removal of millions of Palestinians from the Strip. They demand a permanent ceasefire and an end to what they describe as Israel's brutal campaign. In another development, the Jordanian armed forces carried out their third round of airdrops to deliver humanitarian and relief aid into Gaza on Tuesday. Furthermore, French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot said his country will airdrop 40 tons of aid into Gaza from Friday. Gaza's civil defense agency said that Israeli airstrikes killed at least 30 Palestinians, including women and children, in the central Nusrat district. The death toll from relentless Israeli attacks in the Gaza Strip has now surpassed the 60,000 mark, and the number of injured since the start of the war has crossed 145,000. Meanwhile, sirens sounded in several Israeli cities, including Jerusalem, as the military said that it intercepted a missile launch from Yemen, with Houthi rebels later claiming the attack. The Houthis later claimed the attack, saying that they had fired a missile at Ben Gurion Airport near Tel Aviv.